Hi there, welcome to SnR Investor, where we trade support and resistance. In this Just Talking video episode, we look at the objectives of an investor, growth or stable returns. There are many types of investor. There are investors that look for growth in their investment, and there are investors that just look for stable returns. Which are you? At times, you might be confused between your investment objective. You might get many different advice from your family and friends to focus on growth investments or to focus on investments with stable returns. Knowing which and why to go for growth investment and stable returns is very important. It will determine how your portfolio will be. If you are a young person that just started to work, you will have very little capital to invest. So if someone is to tell you to go for stable returns, put your investments in fixed deposit to get a stable 2 to 3%, that is extremely unrealistic advice. Because if your portfolio is small, getting a 2 to 3% on a small portfolio wouldn't make much sense. It would take you a long time to make that 2 to 3% of your small investment meaningful enough. So the more appropriate advice if you are a young investor that just started to work and accumulate your capital is to focus on more growth-oriented investments that can give you up to 5 to 20% or more returns. Advice that most old people give to young people is to put in fixed deposit and get stable returns is because they have accumulated a lot of wealth or capital throughout their life. So the amount that they put into the fixed deposit will be huge, and they expect a stable return of 2 to 4%. And as an older investor, they will be less interested to see that their portfolio fluctuate largely in value, because a large fluctuation in portfolio value for older investor with huge capital will be quite significant. So you might see a bigger increase or decrease up to a few 100,000 for a large investment account. But for a smaller investor, it is very different. A smaller investor is willing to see their portfolio go down by a few $100 or a few $1,000 that will not make much of an impact to them. They will not feel too worried about their portfolio losing that amount of value. Therefore, as a small investor, it's much more wise to focus on growth investment than focus on very stable returns with low potential for portfolio growth. So at different time in your life, you will become a different investor. When you are young, it's always better to focus on growth-based investment to grow your portfolio to a large enough size such that when you put into a stable investment that do not fluctuate in value much, you can get a very stable and consistent return day on day. So as you get older, you will want to put your investment into more secured investment products that do not fluctuate that much in price, but will give you a consistent and stable return. We have reached the end of this video episode on Just Talking. I hope you have liked what you have heard. Please give this video a like and subscribe to receive future updates. Learn more at SnR Investor. Thank you and goodbye.